Hi, everyone. Can you hear me now? Thank you very much. It's good when your people are loyal. So, welcome, Brittany. If you are here, sorry, I couldn't send the link to you over WhatsApp, so I emailed it to you right at the beginning of the show. My apologies for that. My phone is dead, so it's not working. Okay. So, the Written with Purpose booktubumentary author series was something that was very meaningful to me, that I spent a very good number of hours this year filming, thinking up, editing, and then being around for. So yeah, I'm very excited that it is now over and something that we can talk about as a full project. And this is sort of like the last piece of it. So I am here with a very, very, very special guest. I'm going to do the slide. It's Tomi. So Tomi has been, as usual, by my side, supporting me through this project. And one of the things that she did, that she shared with me while I was in the sort of editing portion of it, was she said, you know what, my company is going to sponsor the prizes. So Tomi Sojourner Consulting Incorporated is our platinum sponsor for the Written with Purpose project. And all of the prizes, and as you know, the prizes are one of the Melanin Eclectic reading planners. All the prizes were purchased by Tomi's company. And so I've asked Tomi to join us. She traveled very, very far to be with us today, over mountains and valleys, through hills and glades, to be here to help with the selection of the prizes. And also, I am joined by the lovely Brittany from Melanin Eclectic, who is here. And Brittany is, oh, that's a busy background. Hold on, let me take care of that. Hold on, let me take care of that right quick. Well, let's just go back to the galaxies. Okay, whew. It was good while it was in my head.
Pretty.
So Brittany is the creatrix of all things Melanin Eclectic and beyond, and has put together the reading planner, the undated reading planner for 2022. So even though it is being released in the end of this year, you can use it, when you need to use it. But we do encourage you to buy all the planners that she creates, regardless of the year. So thank you, Brittany, for doing that and for allowing us to use the planner as the prize. So yes, Tomi, is there anything that you'd like to say before we get started and turn the floor over to Brittany to see if there's anything she wants to say?
I wanted to congratulate you for the Written with Purpose author series. I think you had an amazing lineup of people, of authors, and what I appreciated about what you do and pretty much all the things you create is you're, without a doubt, so thoughtful and caring, particularly when you are engaging authors in their written work. You think deeply about what they've said, about how it inspires you, the things that connect to you in your daily life. And certainly for me, I saw that coming through with how they interacted with you. There was a lot of joy, there was a lot of kindness, there was a lot of sharing, there's a lot of vulnerability on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think that when I sort of move back and I look at the diversity of the authors you've had, from Nala Hopkinson and throughout, I am just amazed that you have some of the most powerful, I think, and prolific writers in the world. When we look at, and particularly bringing in like a queer and intersectional and Black lens, we don't see that very often.
Mm-hmm.
And so I appreciate all of that. I'm looking forward to your next iteration of this Written with Purpose.
After I get a break, man.
Yeah, and I'm just very proud to have been able to sponsor the planners. And I also love Melanin Eclectic's work and Brittany's work. So I'm pleased to just be a part of it. I think it's going to be amazing, whoever wins. And I look forward to this conversation as we wrap up that series. Thank you for asking me to speak.
Thank you for saying all those very nice things. Brittany, is there anything you'd like to say before we get into the winners?
You want me to have something to say after that?
I mean, I'm just saying. If my partner doesn't talk to me like this, I don't want that.
I was just about to say, I was like, I can't really top this. I will say that as a person who saw you doing a lot of background work, like you really did that with this series, and it was very enjoyable. And yeah, excuse my mess. I moved around my office to compensate for boxes that arrived today for the planner.
Yay!
So we're super excited.
That's very,
very mess in here. It's giving me anxiety.
That's very, very exciting. Okay, so we're going to do this. Like, this is going to be very, very chill. I haven't planned this out. You're going to be seeing some scrolling through things. So, you know, it's just going to be fine. So we had 10, I think the easiest way, I'm probably just going to screen share this. But the easiest way for me to do this, I think, is to go to the questions for each of the videos. And I know that I'm not screen sharing yet, but the first author was Ciel Polk. I'm just going to skip the ad. Oops.
I'm just taking notes to make sure that I get the right information.
Yes. It's playing a bunch of different ads. So I'm going to have to skip the ad for every video because I don't have the questions written out because I did them impromptu.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let me get to the first question. Okay. Let me share my screen. Okay, this might be longer than half an hour. We'll try to make sure it's not.
It's fine. We got this.
I know. Just like I put on earrings. I think that's it. Okay, let's listen to the first question. Let me know if you can hear it, Brittany.
Full, more peaceful world out there, and desire helps us orient ourselves towards that place. So I've chosen one of the Harvest of Survival affirmation cards, and this one has a quote from Dr. Nnedi Okorafor from the book Binti. We cried and sobbed and wept and bled tears, but when we were finished, all we could do was continue living. And the reflection question here is, where are you willing to go through it in order to get through it?
Okay, so the question is, where are you willing to go through it in order to get through it? Mm-hmm. So I asked Tomi if she would be the one to choose the winner. So what I'll do is just read to you the answers, and I won't tell you whose answer. Okay. So you're not going to know who it is. So we're going to eliminate Njeri bias, and let's look at some of the answers. So just keep in mind the question.
So I shouldn't look at the screen then.
You shouldn't look at the screen. Okay. So one person said, so just remember the number of the person. Okay. So person number one said, as far as where I feel I'm willing to go wherever it takes, however long it takes, without compromising myself. Okay. So that's answer number one. Answer number two. Okay. So another person said, the reflection question reminds me, perhaps tangentially, of something I've been thinking a lot recently, areas in life where I resist going through it emotionally and how stalling that is. I've been playing with the idea of how uncomfortable feelings like rage, fear, sadness, and grief might be for us, but we always have to pass through them rather than resisting them in order to see how. Okay. So that's number two. And okay, that person did not respond. Okay, number three said, I will go wherever I need to go to get through it, hopefully without compromising my values and without hurting someone else in the process. However, as much as I disagree with violence, I believe there are a few actions and people that may deserve violence. That was number 3. Okay, and then let's see if there are any other answers. Okay, this is number 4. I recently had to think hard about the reflection question. The where puzzled me. I have always gotten through the where emotionally with pain, hurt, and sadness. I am willing to go through those emotions to get through it because that is easy for me. If the where is positive emotions, then I will be more unwilling because I have not been equipped with those tools. I don't know if my answer makes sense since I'm trying to reflect on the question still. And number 5, I will say I'm willing to go to the very ends of the earth, as long as I know that I just need to endure and that I will come out stronger, a survivor at the end of it. And I think that's it. We had 5 answers.
Okay. My choice is number 2.
Number 2.
Ooh.
Okay. So number 2 was JC Tackett. So Brittany, if you can write down the name.
Yep.
So JC Tackett, you won the first planner. Thank you very much. How was that? Is that okay?
It's kind of getting into it.
Okay, cool. So that is number 1. Now I'm going to remove the screen. I'm going to go to video number 2. And so that was Eugene Bacon.
Okay.
It's probably going to ask me to, oh, this one's not asking me to.
I'll try it.
Let me just get to the reflection question at the end. Okay. I think that's where we are. I'm going to share my screen again. And let's see this one.
And lack into sand. I am proud of you for letting the tide.
Oops. Sorry, I have to skip
You
the
will know
ads.
within a few days exactly why you do the things you do. What this week is about.
Tide of your revolutionary heritage, grind your fear of failure and lack into sand. I love you, the me that I was. That's really beautiful. That speaks to me about being okay with the person you were. And Eugene Bacon talks about that a little bit when she talked about first writing white characters and not feeling like she could actually write Black characters. And then over time and migration, she felt more comfortable and now centers her work on Black people. And I thought that was really, really powerful. And that's the idea of sort of allowing the past you to grind the present you into perfection, I think. And the question here is, and this is going to be an interesting one for you in the comments. Write a love note to your younger self. Now.
Okay, so write a love note to your younger self. You ready to hear the love notes?
Yes.
Okay.
This is going to be hard.
This is going to be hard. Okay, so this is number 1. Dear Shay Shay, one day your boss is going to tell you that you're a creator and not a producer, and that means you matter less. You're going to hear that and it's going to hurt, but you're going to turn those words into magic. Don't let mediocre white people make you doubt yourself, because I'm looking at you now and I'm hella proud. Love, 30-year-old you. So that's number 1. Number 2, I am courageous in pursuing my bliss. And number 3, the parts of you that are too loud, too needy, too broken, too much will grow into making you a woman aware of who she is and comfortable in her skin, her story, her bliss. I love you. These are really beautiful. That's number 3. Number 4, Lil Me, you are loved more than you ever thought were possible, and it is okay to be loved back. So, 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Oh, I wish I could give a planner to everybody.
I know. I want to give a planner to everybody
This is
too.
about self-affirming and empowerment and love.
They were so sweet.
They were really sweet.
Yeah. And the one that really resonated with me, I think, in terms of, the idea of, I think it was number 3.
Which one was it? What were they saying?
They were talking about just the connection to themselves, and that no matter what, that they saw like a piece of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
There was one that was a bit longer.
So one is, one day your boss is going to tell you that you're a creator and not a producer, and that means you matter less. You're going to hear that and it's going to hurt, but you're going to turn those words into magic. Don't let mediocre white people make you doubt yourself, because I'm looking at you now and I'm hella proud.
I definitely think it was number 3. So
the parts of you that are too loud, too needy, too broken, that one. Okay. So that was Noria.
Okay.
So Noria, you won number 2.
Noria's going to wake up tomorrow and scream.
Yes. So that's number 2. And then the next one, let's just try to get to the past the ads. Okay. All right, let's get to I want to make sure I get right to the question. Okay.
I'm going to work in my planner.
And answer the question, what is possible if we release fear?
What is possible if we release fear? Okay, so that's number 3. You good with this process so far?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So what is possible when we release fear? So answer number 1, when we release fear, we release
Moms. We just got this new book. It's called The Adventure Chapter.
No one cares. Okay. So when we release fear, we release the unseen stranglehold on our spirits, and we begin to truly feel free. That's number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, I think anything is possible when fear isn't an option. It makes me excited to think about what I could do if I was never in fear of what could go wrong. It's number 2. Number 3 is, I can think of so many times where if I was able to release fear, a completely different path would have been taken. I would have tried out for the musicals in high school, tried out for the swim team in college, moved to California with my bestie. I'm sure there were so many smaller things. It's number 3. Okay. I think that's it. Oh, number 4 is, what is possible if you release fear is finding your true self.
Mm-hmm. Can you read number 1 again, please?
Number 1. Yep. Okay. When we release fear, we release the unseen stranglehold on our spirits and begin to truly feel free. 2nd, I think anything is possible when fear isn't an option. It makes me excited to think about what I could do if I was never in fear of what could go wrong. Number 3, I can think of so many times where if I was able to release fear, a completely different path would have been taken. I would have tried out for the musicals in high school, tried out for the swim team in college, moved to California with my bestie. I'm sure there were so many smaller things. And then number 4 was, what is possible if you release fear? Fear is finding your true. What is possible if you release fear is finding your true self. That was number 4.
Okay. Number 3.
Number 3.
California.
California. Okay. So number 3.
Gina.
Yeah. Gina. Congratulations, Gina. All right. So now we will do number 4. Let's get to the question. Okay.
And this is another quote by Octavia E. Butler. Self is body and bodily perception. Self is thought, memory, belief. Self creates, self destroys. Self learns, discovers, becomes. Self shapes, self adapts. Self invents its own reasons for being. To shape God, shape self. From Parable of the Talents. And the question is, what are you discovering about yourself in this time?
Okay. What are you discovering about yourself in this time? Brittany, you good? Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm good. I was just muted.
Okay. Okay. So what are you discovering? So answer number 1.
Okay.
I am discovering that I need more gentleness and more space for tears. I am discovering that my trauma has repeatedly told me that I am not Superwoman, and it's unfair for others and myself to expect that of me. It's a fine time that I start listening to my need for space and peace. Number 2, I am discovering that things I always thought were simply me things are really only derivatives of my perception of who my grandmother was. And the realization that I am more like her than I ever thought possible is both a liberating and humbling experience. Okay. Number 3, I am discovering a new religion where I am the I am. Number 4, I have discovered that I can follow through and complete a goal that is not important to anyone but me and still feel like it is a great achievement. Number 5, I am discovering that I don't really know who I am. I grew up adapting and switching between my dad's side of the family, Black, and my mom's side, white, so much to the point where being a chameleon became my personality. Now I'm trying to figure out who is the me underneath all of that. And I think number 6, I am discovering that I need more community.
Wow. Very deep and thoughtful.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not the one picking.
Yes.
You
don't have to remember the number. Maybe if you just remember what was said that spoke.
Well, I'm just trying to remember because every point was very deeply impactful. I was drawn to the person who spoke about their grandmother. Mm-hmm. And what they shared there. And I have to say that I didn't actually expect all these kind of deep, vulnerable insights.
Can't see you. Sorry.
And I think that is a testament to, I think, what people are reflecting on when they have watched the particular series or each author interview. And so for me, I'm thinking about the one about being, I think it was the first one about being too much or trying to find themselves in this process. I certainly think with COVID and everything, people have spent a lot of time going inward.
Yeah.
Am I right about that? That was number 1?
I'm discovering that I need more gentleness and more space for tears. I'm discovering that my trauma has repeatedly told me that I am not Superwoman, and it's unfair for others and myself to expect that of me. It's a fine time that I start listening to my need for space and peace.
1.
So, Bree from the Lockbooktician, congratulations.
Congratulations.
So you won 1. Okay. And now we're going to do, sorry?
I said, this is getting interesting.
Yes. Okay. Now let me just skip this ad. Hold on.
More flavor. The other bios in your magazine.
Okay, so let's get to the question. All right. Ebony Dunbar.
Let me choose my card. I'm going to choose this one. This is an Octavia E. Butler quote. There is nothing new under the sun, but there are new suns. This quote is actually the quote that inspired the title of the anthology of original speculative work by people of color called New Sons, which was edited by Nisi Shaw, which I read and have reviewed. So you'll see something here, and it's so good. So check it out. Now, the question is, what are you birthing into existence?
Okay. What are you birthing into existence? All right. What are people birthing? Okay. Just going to go and see. I'm going to skip people who have won. I am birthing myself continually. Number 2, what am I birthing? Last year, I created a major only tarot deck featuring all the Black witches I love. Now I am really creating a subscription box featuring Black African American spiritual culture, like a Black witch box. I'm not a witch, but I'm spiritual. You won. I'm birthing a world in which justice is served and not done out of anger or hatred, but out of the reality of what's right. Or at least that's the hope.
So 2 to choose from?
Sorry?
So 2 to choose from?
No, just choose one.
No, I'm saying
I have 3 to choose from.
I have 3. Okay.
You want to hear them again?
Yes, please.
Okay. I am birthing myself continually. Last year, I created a major only tarot deck featuring all the Black witches I love. Now I am really creating a subscription box featuring Black American spiritual culture, like a Black witch box. I am not a witch, but I'm spiritual. And then the last, I'm birthing a world in which justice is served and not done out of anger or hatred, but out of the reality of what's right, or at least that's the hope.
Again, a difficult choice. 3.
3. Okay.
Ooh, 3.
Congratulations, Cache. You won a planner.
Yay.
With the hobbies.
Shay with the hobbies.
Okay. And the next one.
Hey, everyone.
There's no wrong answers. So he's like stroking her thighs, the stress. You're doing great. This is awesome. Okay, let me get to... Okay, so this is for Ciel Polk. Okay.
At a later point. But for now, let's choose the card.
Sorry about the ads.
When I got here, we didn't have a knowledge base, and I was kind of
Okay, so I'm smiling a lot in these videos. I think it's because I'm so excited. Because I'm usually not a gratuitous smiler, and there's been a lot of smiling. On that note, the quote is by Albert Camus, as quoted in Emergent Strategy. The only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your very existence is an act of rebellion.
I love that quote.
The only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your very existence is an act of rebellion. And the question is, what is one rebellious act you are committed to in the name of freedom?
These questions are so good.
They
Okay.
really are.
So let's... Okay, I'm going to skip people who have already won one. I noticed that some questions people didn't answer because they were hard. One rebellious act I'm committed to in the act of freedom, sharing my ideas, even if it doesn't fit the mold that I'm supposed to fit.
Ooh, okay.
Wow.
You do that every day? And number 2, my rebellious act is wearing my hair as is and being the dress size I am with the attitude that I know I'm cute.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. So one rebellious act I'm committed to in the act of freedom, sharing my ideas, even if it doesn't fit the mold that I'm supposed to fit. And 2, my rebellious act is wearing my hair as is and being the dress size I am with the attitude I know I'm cute.
2.
Number 2. All right. Curls curves. Curls, curves, wherever you are on the internet. Congratulations. All right. And let's go to the next one. So that was Ciel Polk. Okay, Charlotte Nicole Davis. Nope. Don't say it. Okay, let's just scrub this along. Okay, I might have to start.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Written With.
Okay, I need the red dot. There we go. Let's get to the card. All right.
Which needs to be a part of my everyday. Let's choose a card. All right. The quote is from Octavia E. Butler in Parable of the Sower. You are earth seed. You are earth seeds, one of many, one unique, one small seed, one great promise, tenacious of life, shaper of God, water, fire, sculptor, clay. You are earth seed, and your destiny, the destiny of earth seed, is to take root among the stars. And the prompt is write a love note to your community. Now, you don't have to write a whole love note. You can just write one positive sentence that sort of describes what you want to say to your people, to your community. Now, how does this connect with?
Okay, we don't have to talk about that. Okay, so writing a love note to your community. Love note. Oh, you already won. I'm gonna see. Love note to my community. You're worth the courage it takes to be free.
Nice.
Wow.
And we're done. Okay. Let's see. That's it. That's the only one who hasn't won.
Well, then, congratulations.
So that was Samri Bliss. Samri Bliss, congratulations. That was that was a stunning love note. That was just like, man, we're done, and we're done.
That was straight to the point.
Yes. It's like Samri understood the assignment. So let me just
beautiful members of the
yes.
If you are not a member,
yes. No one cares. Okay. So let's get to the question. Okay.
My earrings falling apart. Can you see that?
No,
it's a thing.
Okay.
Quote, let us counter fear with radical love and generosity, healing our wombs with fierce care for ourselves, going beyond binaries, birthing the revolution. We follow the sun like sunflowers, carrying our ancestors' wisdom. This totally connects because of this idea of carrying our ancestors' wisdom, which the characters in Blood Like Magic actually do, literally. The prompt is, what is one way you will nourish yourself this week? It's so practical.
So what is one way you will nourish yourself this week? Okay. Ready? Mm-hmm. I'll probably nourish myself this week by organizing my to-do reading list. LOL. There's something about having everything nice and neat in my notebook that comforts me. Okay. Let's see. We got a bunch of new people. This week, I will nourish my mind with reflective gratitude journaling and my body with homemade cinnamon rolls and my soul with my meditation app focusing on gratitude. And let's see. That's it. Those two. So we've got organizing my to-do reading list, and then we've got reflective gratitude journaling, homemade cinnamon rolls, meditation app.
2.
Number 2. All right. Sandra S. Sandra S. Congratulations. All right. We are in the home stretch. I think we're in the last 3.
Hey everyone, welcome back.
Yes, welcome back. Okay. This was LL McKinney. Let's scrub to the end. Past the melanin eclectic excitement party. Okay.
The deck is getting smaller because I don't want to repeat them. This deck is the Harvest of Survival, an affirmation deck inspired by Octavia Butler. And I'll have a link to where you can get it in the description below. Got it from a homegirl box. This is a quote by Octavia E. Butler from Parable of the Sower. Drowning people sometimes die fighting their rescuers. Drowning people sometimes die fighting their rescuers.
So true.
What support do you need right now? Ask for it. Okay.
What support do you need right now? Ask for it. Oh, I turned off the comments. Well, we'll figure that out. I don't know why those comments are turned off.
I was about to say, why were those comments turned off?
I don't remember turning off any comments. So
no.
That's interesting. Okay, we will figure that out.
It's like, oh no.
Hopefully there's comments for Nalos. We will figure that out. So let's go. We have one freebie, I guess. All right. Nalo's question. I think Nalo was the last. Actually.
From the Harvest of Survival affirmation deck. And let's see.
If you are struggling to lose weight and you also drink any type of coffee every morning, then you're going to want.
I'm not struggling to lose weight, bro. Not from coffee.
Okay.
Belief initiates and guides action, or it does nothing. Belief initiates and guides action, or it does nothing. This is a quote from Octavia E. Butler. And here's the reflection question. What is an idea you are holding closely that needs to be seen in the world?
Okay. What is an idea that you're holding closely that needs to be seen in the world? Okay. Let's see if we've got any answers. Wow, we don't have any answers for that one. You know what's interesting? I mean, in terms of the reflection question, I mean, if there's an idea that you're holding closely, you might be holding it so closely that you don't want to tell the entire internet.
This could have caused an issue.
So Brittany, how many names do you have on your list?
I have 8.
8. Okay, that makes sense because one, we had the comments turned off.
Yeah, the Ella McKinney one, comments were turned off, and then no one answered on Nalo's question.
No one wanted to share their deeply held. Okay, so you read my whole heart, Bree. Maybe pick someone from the live chat for the other author. Well, I was actually thinking, when you say live chat for the other author, what do you mean? Because I was thinking today's live chat, somebody who's here today, right now.
Someone who's always here.
Yeah. So, Brittany, how do you feel about choosing someone in the live chat today, who's in the live chat today, who has supported and who's just been super present?
Who hasn't already
and who hasn't won yet. Yes.
Because to be clear, there's always the A1 day ones are always here.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna sound so weird, but I'm scrolling, and
that's fine. Like I'm scrolling too.
There's 2 people in here that are always here, and they're all up in these comments. So,
Adrienne said, "Can we answer a question and then you select?" Well, we have 2, so I think we should.
Okay.
Because I don't want. I'm very happy being put on the spot, but not everybody is. So one way that we could do that is we could do like a random number thing on Google. We could do that, or we can do a question. People are voting. I'm
about to say, I'm loving the fact that other people are voting other people. I'm like, y'all are so nice to each other.
Yes. So we have 2 planners left. Mm-hmm. And we have a vote for Salter, a vote for Jersey Femme, and a vote for Adrienne.
I love that y'all.
You know what?
Okay.
So I have an idea.
Okay.
I say all 3 of them get it. What do you think? And do we have an extra one for the third?
Oh, I already knew that you were going to do an extra one, and I already put one aside. I know who you are by now. I don't know why we play these games. Don't worry.
All right. So all three. So okay. Jersey Femmes. Okay, so Latrice is like, I bought 3, so I'm good. Okay. So
yeah, I was about to say, if I'm not mistaken, Jersey Femme is Latrice.
Yes.
Latrice bought gifts for others as well.
Yeah. Okay. So we have SOULar. Mm-hmm. You're going to get one.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, SOULar EA. Who's like, and you know what I love about SOULar? SOULar is in my lives, and then I'll go on to like Cachet's lives, and they're there, and then I'll go on to like, you know, and your live.
He's in our book club lives.
Book club, like SOULar is showing up. And Adrian King as well. Congratulations. So you have the other 2. So what we're going to do is if there is SOULar is like, yay me, can mine go? Obviously, can mine go to someone who is in the running for from the comments, because there are so many good ones. Who I'm just trying to think of who was in. You know who was in T? Yeah, T was in the 3rd to last one or the 4th to last one. So if you want to give your planner to someone else, then T, I think T is one of them.
Okay. Oh yeah. All right. I'll put T, and I'll say gift from SOULar, because this will be a nomination.
Okay. All right. So we've got all 10 spoken for.
Yep.
So Brittany, in terms of getting addresses and stuff, should we say that those who have won, so there are a few on the chat, so I mean, whose addresses you probably already have, or who certainly have your email address.
So what I'm going to do is I have them marked by which author they won under. Except for the last 2 that we just picked. I'll have to find T on one of the other ones, but I'm going to put underneath your comment that you won and tell you, and I'm going to just say, email me at this email address.
Okay.
Because I don't want you putting your information out here, because the internet is just trash. So that way we'll have the whole record thing, and you'll be able to tell me what cover you want. You don't get to know what else comes with it. That's the only caveat. You do not get to know.
Yes.
But you do get to pick the cover. I like surprises. So, Adrian said, let's not even play Sister Harlem on Twitter.
Awesome. SOULar says,
thank you, SOULar.
Thank you, Tomi. You did a wonderful job of reflecting on these great answers, and thank you for sponsoring these awesome prizes. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much for
Seriously.
that. And thank you for, okay, now people are voting for, but also thank you for being by my side, and thank you for letting this take up a lot of time in our life, a lot of space, and just being supportive of everything on the channel and of my discussions with these authors, and for giving ideas for the name and ideas for the project as it unfolded. So thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
And being ever present and laughing.
And making noise.
And making noise.
Comments when I forget that you're actually recording.
Yes.
Or live.
Yeah, thank you for all of those things. Thank you for being here. Team
Thank
Soka.
you for believing in writing and what readers should think about. I think it's so important. Thank you for including me.
Of course.
Yeah.
So everyone, there's very lovely things coming. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And so Tomi hasn't bigged up her consulting company, but I will right now, because one of the things I think is really special about her work is she does equity consulting for organizations, for companies on a number of different issues. Tomi is recognized as a national thought leader on consumer racial profiling in Canada, and is a go-to contact for the large media broadcasters. So whenever a Black person or an Indigenous person is stopped in a store, and there is an issue around consumer racial profiling, the major media broadcasters will call her for commentary. So like that's who is sitting beside me. And I think that the way that this connects with Written with Purpose is that there are a lot of publishers that are thinking about how to be more equitable in their contracts, in payments, with the readership, and also in terms of like the diversity of the authors that they support. And so if there are publishers who are watching or writers who are watching who have agents that are trying to do work around equity and so on, and also like large media houses that are putting books onto the screen, or various kinds of screens, definitely reach out to Tomi, because she's brilliant like that and has navigated a lot of really large companies and organizations to making more equitable choices and doing the soul searching that's necessary to do that.
Thank you.
So yeah, reach out and touch, but not everywhere, because you know how to do. So
we love to see it.
Okay. Big ups to Tomi, a wonderful soul and a wonderful partner.
Thank you.
Equity Consulting, my job is looking for that. I'll plug on Monday.
Thank you.
Okay. That's how we do.
I'm about to say, we stay collaborating. This is so great.
And
speaking of another fun collaboration, Black Prose Club will be chilling with Locke's Booktition tomorrow.
Awesome.
So if you want to come hear more of us, because we seem to only do stuff with each other.
Awesome. All right, everyone. I promised that it would be a half an hour, and it wasn't. So have a wonderful Sunday. Is there anything you'd like to share, Brittany, before I talk about Melanin Eclectic and close us out?
The covers have arrived.
Yay!
The weird thing is the covers and the prints were supposed to arrive in the same package, but they didn't. UPS is doing things already, so we're just gonna start praying for them now.
Okay.
What was it? The bookmarks are here. The sticker books are here. The washi has been officially shipped. Should be here this week. The spirals are here, and I'm supposed to be picking up paper this week. So we are about to go into full production. I'm going to be so worn out when this is over, but I'm so excited right now.
You have done an amazing thing, and I'm very proud of you. Year 2 of your planner, and it's gorgeous. I know that it's gorgeous, but I did watch your art spoiler video with my eyes closed, so I don't know exactly what it looks like. I just know that it's going to be perfection because you did it. So this is great. And thank you very much for being a sponsor, being at all of the live shows, talking in the chats, bigging it up, and supporting Written with Purpose. So thank you very much for that. Somebody said you deserve a nice bath after this. So.
Oh, I'm taking a week off. Like, y'all won't see me anywhere after the planners are out for like a week.
I think you deserve that. You deserve that. It's coming together.
Yep. Like there's stuff back there for packaging. Like it's great. Like my office is a complete chaotic mess right now. And it's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna keep telling myself that.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. And lots of people are gonna do more reading and more reflecting, and will see themselves reflected in a planner, because as the first bullet journal booktube for Black folks, original art, the only planner like that in the booktube community, that is really important. You are a trailblazer. You have, and the thing about trailblazers is that they create trails. And when other people walk along the trails that were created, it's important to always remember that before the trailblazer, there was only grass. So the fact that you can walk without stumbling over roots and stuff is because somebody blazed the trail, right?
Like you can step in my footprints, but you will never fit my print. But good job trying, though.
Yes. So it's very important to honor trailblazers, and you're a trailblazer, and congratulations for that. And thank you for setting an example and for creating space for us to see ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's very important. And for those who are watching the replay, if you're new to the Onyx Pages community and new to this discussion about authorial credit, Black women have a history of our ideas being taken and being presented as the ideas of others. And so part of the reparations work, part of reclaiming, part of self-love, part of community care is yes, celebrating in the things that we create ourselves, but also honoring the legacy of the idea that's formed the seed that was planted by us to create whatever we're doing. So in the Onyx Pages world, it's very important to honor those who came before. So this isn't an act of petty. This is about being, it's about literally standing in our greatness and being willing to shine along with others and to give credit for people who have created space for us to create. And that's very, very important for me.
Inspired by.
Yes, hashtag inspired by. All right, everyone. Oh, yes. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Yes, not the grass, the grass, the grass. All right, we're going to go. Thanks, everyone. Read with purpose. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
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 Bye.